All right, good morning, good morning. I just want to make sure this is up as far as it can go. How's that? There we go. All right, welcome to Coffee Chats. It is April 16th today. Happy Tuesday. Thank you for your time as usual. How is everybody? I'd like to ask. Hey! Woo! It's going to be a rainy day today. We need the rain, so that's good. Speaking of rain and spring and April, May is right around the corner. The first week we will be tilling, if you choose to till your gardens. Hopefully you've received, if you do have a garden, you've received a little questionnaire from me asking whether you want your garden to be tilled or not tilled. My request is that you fill it out, make sure that all the information on the sheet is filled out, and then my office is in the atrium down here. In the corner, there is a pretty bright orangish yellow envelope right by my office. If you could set it in there, I'm collecting them and then just going through that one more time just to make sure that there is, the gardens are being used, that your wishes with your garden. If you have questions about that, don't hesitate. I'll be in my office through the day today, working on that diligently. I know there's people that are wanting gardens, that are giving up gardens, and etc. So that is my project for today. Also, we have really tried to stay away from special till projects because it's in the past my predecessor had some difficulties with that. So I'm very hesitant to go on that path of doing any special tilling. So it's kind of yay or nay, whether you want it tilled or not. I would say don't hesitate maybe to even ask. I know Linda and Greg are the ones that really are much more have much more information on the tilling process in the gardens. They've been here far longer than I, and Greg is, I believe, the person who does the tilling project. So he might, if you have questions about fences around it, I would say that those would be two great people to ask. I can try to answer more questions about the gardens to the best of my ability. I can try to get an answer for you. But that is the thing that's coming up in May. So that is that. I'll move on for the week. So today at 10 a.m., Gary Hansen is back. He is the person that is an art historian. He's an interesting fellow. Last time we had him here, I thought he was going to discuss Picasso, but he wanted to first start with modern art and kind of get that basis down before he moved on to Picasso. So now we will be following up. His discussion will be on Picasso today. So that's of interest. Head up to Marion Hall at 10 a.m. to hear that. Today is our birthday celebration in the East Lobby. At 3 o'clock, of course, we have our appetizers and beverage. And then we have a gentleman, a young man named Jordan Michael. He is he's 26, apparently quite a spectacular singer. He sings big band, Broadway, pop music. He is an interesting individual. He's on the spectrum of autism. He's extremely gifted, but he is intellectually disabled. But when he gets in that zone of performance, apparently he just is a firecracker and just remarkable. So if you are available, he will be performing today at 3:30, and I'm just excited to have him here. So come support him and celebrate our birthdays for April together. And then today, Evie, the sing-along is canceled, or yes, okay, so the sing-along at 6:30 is still canceled. We'll keep you posted on that. I'll move on to the 17th. So tomorrow 11 to 1 is a medical research market, and that is down here in the atrium. That you'll notice that there'll be all kinds of goods set up for sale that goes to that cause. So that is tomorrow. Also, at 1 p.m. we have our TED Talks on every Wednesday, and that's recorded at 991. It's also, you can go on our YouTube station. They're always pre-recorded for your enjoyment as well. And in addition to that, they're in the library. So if you're wanting to watch them on the library, they're recorded on there as well. The 3 topics for TED Talks are what a world can learn from Ukraine's fight for democracy, how poop turns into forests, and true love and the myth of happily ever after. So those are the 3 topics for TED Talks, recorded at 1 p.m. 1:30 is 500. Tomorrow, Alice is back for alterations, so I'm excited to have her back. I have heard not anything otherwise, so she's planning on being back after a leave of absence for a while, healing from a surgery. So she is here from 3 to 4. You can always sign up with the alterations right by my office over there. At 7 p.m. on Wednesdays, of course, it's bingo and 500. Thursday, so 9 and 11 is our recorded coffee chats. Our vision loss support group is supposed to take place. I have heard that's still continuing. I will let you know if there's any cancellations. I know there was some rearranging last month. So I will keep you up to date on that. But so far, from my understanding, that's still going forward this Thursday at 10 a.m. in Marion Hall. The Minnesota Orchestra is our excursion, and that is to leave at 9:50. So many of you know our lovely van driver Lydia is out. She is healing as well, and it seems like we've kind of had this sort of the alignment of stars with people going through some various things in their life. And so she's not able to drive currently. We hope the best for her and hope for her to heal and come on back as soon as possible. Having said that, the Minnesota Orchestra, there's not a lot of people signed up for that, though they are season tickets. At this point, it will be myself and potentially Jeff that will be driving everybody on the excursion this Thursday, which my Honda Pilot will fit 6 people, so I'm happy to do it. So that is what the plan of attack is. I believe for this Thursday it's still going to go forward, but I will be your chauffeur. Yes, Maureen? Oh, wonderful. Maureen has just volunteered to drive as well. So we'll be in cahoots then as well. And that, if you are wanting to, if you have tickets and you're wanting to drive, let me know. I would be greatly appreciative of that as well. Yes, Mike?
Do you need a CDL?
A CDL?
If you don't know what a CDL is, then you've got a problem.
Okay, well, we'll get back to you on that. Thank you.
Commercial driver's license.
Okay. Oh, do you mean to drive the van?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not driving the van.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, that's nope. That's a no. Nope. I would not even consider that. I don't know how I'd back up. It would not be pretty. All right, let's see here. So that is the plan of attack for the orchestra. Friday, I'll move on to Friday. So Friday is our recorded coffee chats at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. is bridge and poker every Friday. 4 p.m. is our happy hour. 7 p.m. is our movie every Friday. And the movie is Children of a Lesser God. A new speech teacher at the school for the deaf falls in love with a janitor, a deaf woman speechless by choice. So that is the movie for Friday. Saturday is 8 a.m. men's breakfast, 7 p.m. is bingo. So moving on to also what was on the plan for this Saturday is the women's luncheon. We do not have a van driver. So this is the deal with that. I can accommodate, if you are planning on going and you're able to get there this Saturday and you still would like to go, because it's supposed to be a fantastic restaurant, you could coordinate with those that have signed up and carpool to get there. My request is that you let me know if you're able to go and drive, if you found a group of people to go and drive, because I want to let the restaurant know how many people are planning on attending. I don't want to burn any bridges with this restaurant. It's a really interesting, fun restaurant, and they deserve my respect to the best of my ability to let them know how many people will be eating. So we do not have a van driver. So please touch bases with me And let me know if you are planning on going, and I will get the number to the restaurant Ito, which is an Italian restaurant, to let them know. Any questions on that? Okay. I apologize once again for the van situation. It's out of my control when things happen medically to people. You know, you just have to roll with it. It's life. So thank you so much for your patience, and we're doing our best to solve that. Let's see here. If you were on the excursion last Thursday, we had a last-minute phone call from the restaurant stating that they had mechanical problems and had to close the doors for the day. So as my van was arriving, they were calling me, telling me they were not going to open their doors. So we quickly found another restaurant in Northeast Minneapolis for them to attend and go enjoy a bite to eat before they went to the color purple. And everyone on that van was gracious and had apparently a good sense of humor about it to the best of their ability, rolled with the punches, and so thank you again for your patience with that. If you, what I had to do was pay for the whole meal on a business credit card. And so if you did dine and you have yet to pay Ridgepoint, I have everything itemized by what you have eaten. I have added $2 on for tip and a little bit for the tax. So if you have questions about the amount, I have done the math for that. Stop by my office. You can write a check out or give me cash for what you enjoyed that day at the Market Barbecue restaurant, I think it is. And so that I can get that taken care of, I would appreciate that. I will call you if I don't hear from you soon, maybe by Thursday. But if you have any questions, many people have already paid me, but just in case, please don't hesitate to come in. I can tell you what you owe. Any questions on that? Okay. All right, smile, everybody. It's a new day. Woo-hoo. It's a new day. Every day is a new day to start over, right? And have a good day. The present moment. That's what we need to do, is be in the present moment. That's what I have for the week, and I will hand it over to Jeff.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Jillian, who's Julia? Jillian, thank you. You gave the best present to these folks possible when you said you would not be driving the van. I've never heard such a collective sigh of relief in my life. And you know what? It's valid. You should be happy she's not driving the van.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I'm gonna take that.
What I know, I think I know, is life is messy. And things happen beyond our control, and it's how we respond to the things that happen out of our control that determines our state of mind or being or happiness. And honestly, I think Jillian saying smile is kind of a neat thing. That being said, we live in a capitalist society, and you're paying good money to have services and things brought to you, so we can't take that lightly that we're having a hard time with the van, or some of you did not have heat this morning in the East building. You can blame me. We have a couple areas in the building that are hot. I mean, hot. Yesterday, on days when it's warm, they still continue to heat, and it's downright hot and completely uncomfortable for folks. So yesterday, I had an idea to turn a pump off that would circulate the hot water through the building during the day. Well, I didn't tell anyone we had to turn it on at the end of the day, so. But what I know is as time goes on, we figure everything out. And there are a number of issues at Ridgepoint that we beat our heads against the wall year after year and all that, and eventually we figure them out and something else comes up. So, sorry for those of you that didn't have heat. We got it on about 7 o'clock this morning. And for those of you that are too hot, we'll continue to look for solutions on that. The east garages, we're getting down to crunch time where we'd like the storage lockers emptied out. If you need a hand emptying them or whatever, let me know. We're going to tear them out and then we'll clean up the garage. Then we'll have the garages swept east and west and we'll do some striping. And then there's also a number of, with the storage at the front of your cars. We're gonna have to address that at some point. What I've learned over the years as well is the further the car sticks out into the garage, the harder it is for your neighbors to drive in. And so we're not gonna do anything about that right now, but just when you move to Ridgepoint, this is my opinion, and I'm not saying you have to do this. You moved here to downsize. Downsize. Don't have a deep freezer in your apartment. Why a 85-year-old woman, single woman, needs a deep freeze, I have no idea. Get a side of beef. So, there you go. The air conditioning in both buildings is turned on. Okay? In the west, that means you've got air conditioning in the hallways and also in your apartment. At this time of year, this between time, sometimes we need air conditioning in the halls, sometimes we need heat. The hallways are both in each building. Keep in mind in the west building that on your thermostat, you can toggle between heat and cool. As we've talked, the boilers are still on, so if you need your toes warmed up in the morning, you can turn the heat on, and then you can turn the air conditioning on anytime you want. In the east building, you've got your air conditioner in the wall, and you can also have the heat on. So what you'd want to do is make sure, if you're running your air conditioner, make sure your heat is turned all the way down. Otherwise, you could have a tornado in your living room where the heat meets cold. Does anyone have any questions on anything?
Just a reminder
Oh.
that the box to your left, the bring it forward, that's
Oh.
what we're using for
Bring it forward?
for either donations or for names.
Okay.
But both go in there.
I'm just a trained monkey here. Donations, or if you'd like to figure out something to do, a worthy cause, or just be on the lookout for someone that needs a hand, you can put your name in here as well. Okay.
New residents.
Any new residents today? That's our hot water plumber. Should I get this? Hello? Good. Yep. Alrighty. Yep, thank you very much. The expansion tank for our heating system in the boiler room is leaking, so he had to call his HVAC people out to do that. He's putting the hot water heater in the east building. Today is the 16th. Did anyone file an extension for their taxes? No. Oh, Cliff, you asked about Okie Dokie. Pat is, she's got an appointment today. She's going to have an MRI. She's got pain, the CAT scan, or CT scan, the names change over the years, showed nothing, but her pain is still there. And so they're going to do an MRI, which is a complete 3D image of her hip. The beauty shop is closed this week. they're dealing with some issues there, Julie's shoulder, and Laura's got some family issues that she's taking care of, so keep them and those folks in your thoughts. Although I look like hell, I'm fine, so don't worry about me. Any new residents? I asked that, didn't I? Okay, worry about me. I just asked about that 2 minutes ago and I forgot already. Okay, so today is the 16th. Happy birthday to Lorraine Kent today. On the 20th, Lillian Grossfeld. On the 22nd, Bob Simpkins. On the 23rd, Mr. Lloyd Schneider. And that's it for birthdays. We'll get the rest next week. Lloyd, you might get wished happy birthday next week too, it looks like. So, should we sing happy birthday? I have to say, we miss Roger, our cameraman. It's always nice having Roger here. Roger, I hope you watch this. We appreciate you and love you, and let's sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. Have a good week, everybody.